Hey everybody, happy Friday. Thanks for joining us here on Northern Life. Hunter and I are wearing the exact same t-shirt today. That is because our lovely viewer Kathleen has been calling our newsroom asking for a day to figure out to drop off some shirts. And lo and behold, these wonderful shirts are from our awesome Duluth viewer Kathleen. They say, "Hunkle like a normal uncle, but way better looking."
Because we're hunky, you know? Look at us.
Just a pair of hunkles here in studio, so it's a pretty awesome shirt.
I told her that I'm going to make Sophia call me this. This is going to be my new nickname, Uncle Hunter. Kind of makes a little more sense with the H, but yeah, no, it's a fantastic t-shirt.
It's a great shirt.
I might wear this forever now. I don't know.
I think we might have to, the shirt's beautiful, but, I have to do the cutoff, take the sleeves off, and then, get a little more hunkle,
Could be a gig shirt, perhaps, in the summer.
Whoa.
You got the old short sleeves action
going on. This mixed with the goofy hat, I mean.
That'd be fantastic. Sun's out, guns out, you know what I'm saying?
Your niece is going to go, "Wow, that's my uncle."
I'm so proud to have him as my uncle.
Yeah, very
absolutely.
Happy. Yeah, cool. Well,
pretty awesome.
Big thanks to Kathleen for giving us these. We'll be wearing them throughout the show today. Well, here's something that caught my eye while I was checking out a Super One the other night over in Lakeside. I was in the express lane. And here's something that absolutely boggled my mind. The kids who were born into the year 2005 now, Hunter, are now legal to purchase alcohol or tobacco products, which is pretty incredible.
That's like 8 years after we were born. What's up with that?
It's like 10 years for me, 9 or 10 years.
Honestly, yeah, time marches on. I can't believe that right there. That's a crazy fact. My gosh.
It does still feel good when they say, I need to see your ID, and I go, of course, because I'm so young and I'm so hunkily,
But then they immediately see that it's 1990 something, and then they're like, okay, we don't need
They see the 19.
Yep. They're like, okay, you're ancient. You're basically passed away. Here's your ID back.
Here's your AARP membership. Yeah. Too bad.
It's really unfortunate. Listen, coming up on today's show, we're going to be talking about the Cabin Fever Reliever event coming to Two Harbors High School this weekend, and hear from the Two Harbors Ukulele Group, also known as Thug, who will be playing here in the studio. Not too often we get some live music in the studio, and they did fantastic. It was really cool.
Always fun. Hey, if you play live music and you have original songs, reach out to us, Northern Life Facebook page or email, and we'd love to have you down here in the studio.
We have the means. We can make it happen for sure.
We'll make it happen.
Yep.
Well, as our temperatures warm up out there, bears are looking for food, Hunter. Hunter knows this all too well. The Minnesota DNR is urging homeowners to bring food sources inside and secure anything that could attract them. That includes garbage, grills, pet food, and for Hunter, bird feeders. Experts say bears have strong memories and can smell food from long distances, meaning once they find a food source, they will likely be coming back.
Okay, so 2 nights ago here, Ryan, it was probably 9 o'clock at night, pitch black, me and Kayla alone in my cabin, my house that I live at, and we heard a loud bang, and it sounded like it almost came from the roof or something like that.
Oh, no.
It was a deep bang, and then immediately after we heard another one, and then maybe 3 minutes go by and we heard a third one, and it sounded like something was trying to get into the cabin.
Whoa.
And I'm like, what the heck is that? So we went through every single window, looked out, we did not see anything. However, I keep my trash out in the porch, which is connected to the cabin, so we were wondering if the bear was trying to get in. We thought it was a bear. Wasn't sure what it was, but pretty much certain it was a bear. And but there was no signs of entry, trying to break a window or anything like that.
That's scary, though.
It was very scary. It was tough to go to sleep that night, I'll be honest with you.
Oh, my gosh.
My gosh. But it was definitely a little bit jarring. I just got to figure out a new plan with my garbage this summer, I think.
I forgot to tell you, it was me. I was just looking for my Luke Combs CD from years ago.
6, 7 years ago, something like that. 6, 7 years ago. It always comes back.
Also, Gordy's, in Cloquet celebrating 67th year.
Oh my gosh. It is their 67th?
I think so.
That's unfortunate. Well, fortunate for them, but unfortunate that it's 6, 7.
Yeah, for the kids. It's for the kids. How about this story? Down in Iowa, a 911 call about a possible grass fire turned out to be a false alarm. When firefighters arrived, the reported smoke was in fact just big plumes of pollen. After the call, officials quickly confirmed no controlled burns were in that park. So after observing trees sporadically releasing clouds of pollen that looked a lot like smoke, they put 2 and 2 together and deemed that there was no fire threat. That is, unless the locals down there in Iowa haven't taken their allergy meds yet.
That's true. I think my nose is running just watching that footage, but it really does look exactly like smoke coming out of that forest right there. I'd make a call too if I were them. That's crazy.
It looks concerning, but
seriously,
now it's just concerning for our noses.
Yep, just running, eyes watering. Here we go for the next 8 months. Let's go.
Be prepared.
Yep.
Let's get to a comment from our viewer Sandy. So remember we were talking the other day about hearing and me possibly needing hearing aids due due to not being able to hear Mary around the apartment.
Yep.
Well, Sandy wanted to let us know, when I first got married, my husband would always say, huh, when I was talking to him. So I made an appointment with the ear doctor, and the doctor told him it is a common complaint among housewives, and it's the tone of our voice, and he says he should just try to pay better attention. 38 years later, he still doesn't hear me.
You're saying that we're ignoring you? Is that what the doctor's saying? Oh my gosh, that's funny.
I think though, like you, when you're talking, it's the same thing with Hunter. It's like I hear Hunter's voice so often, or he hears mine, that you just go, okay, I understand that he's saying something, but I need to pay better attention to what you're actually saying.
And I'll even go as far to say this: maybe it means that you're so comfortable with the person, they almost bring you comfort to where it's not like all of a sudden
there's peace.
Exactly. It's not like you're alerted to go see them. So maybe it's almost a good thing that you're so comfortable with that person.
Familiar and comfortable.
Yes, exactly. Me and you,
it's
buddy.
not you, Sandy.
No, exactly.
He loves you.
He does love you. Amen.
Let's talk about some rising costs changing how people view engagement rings out there.
A
new survey shows most feel pressure from social media and society to spend big, but many say rings now feel like more of a financial burden than a symbol of love. Traditionally, the rule was 3 months' salary, or for Michael Scott in The Office, 3 years' salary. But most couples are now spending closer to 2 months or less. And younger generations also rethinking the tradition, with some choosing alternative rings or going for tattoos or just skipping rings altogether.
Tattoos, not a bad idea right there. I need to take notes on this, obviously, but I don't know if you want to share. What did you do anything as far as?
I did not do a 3 months salary.
Okay, that's quite a bit of money.
I love my fiance with all my heart, and I go, that is a lot of money.
That is a lot. I don't think I could do that either. That's quite a bit, though,
The other portion is going towards our future together.
Yes, that's smart. Planning ahead for the future. That's probably a better use of the money, definitely.
That's what this hunkle is doing. Like, coming up, we're talking cabin fever reliever. Our Two Harbors friends here in studio next on Northern Lights.
Welcome back, folks. If you love live and local music as well as supporting community radio, you're going to want to listen to this next part here. This Sunday, it's going to be a ton of fun, is the annual Cabin Fever Reliever fundraiser to support Two Harbors Community Radio, which takes place at the Two Harbors High School. And with me to chat, similar to last year, we've got John Kringle in here. John, thank you so much for hanging out with us here today.
You bet. Thanks for having us here, Hunter. You bet.
100%. It's a very important cause, of course. And just kind of talk more about what exactly this event is all about and what's going to be happening at this event this year.
What the Cabin Fever Reliever is, it's a celebration. It's a celebration of our vast regional musical talent. It's a celebration of our unique North Shore way of life, and it's a celebration of KTWH Community Radio.
Definitely. And for those that don't fully understand, what is KTWH up in Two Harbors, and who does it reach? Who helps out with that sort of organization?
We are in our 11th year of being on the air. We celebrated 10 years last summer. We are made up of volunteers from the community of Two Harbors. We have a saying of hearing local voices, and it's local people. We have some Duluth people involved in the station. We put out 100 hours of programming each week, the majority of which is locally produced. Saturday mornings, we've got local live DJs on the air. It's a wonderful organization.
It really is, and you just saw in the video there, me and my brother Colton have had the pleasure with working with you guys a couple of different instances as well. Yes. I believe we emceed it one year, a few years back, which it was absolutely a blast. So definitely a fantastic organization here, and we're going to hear more live music in just a second, but talk more about the other acts and what's actually happening in the event here this year.
Sure, it's a health and wellness expo and music, and before I go any further, I want to send a shout out to Kim Leon.
Yes!
Kim is the one who has organized all the bands, organized all the folks for the Health and Wellness Expo. She's put in a ton of effort, so
she's amazing.
Kudos to her.
Amen.
We start at 1 o'clock with our Health and Wellness Expo. We'll have 27 different exhibitors there. We will have the Lake County Master Gardeners, the Lake County Humane Society. We'll have the Lake County, we'll have Little Waldo Farms.
Definitely.
Two Harbors Food Shelf, Two Harbors Community Partners, and that's just the tip of the iceberg there.
That's awesome.
And then at 2 o'clock, that goes until 2:30. At 3 o'clock, the party begins.
Yeah!
We start out with Rocks and Soul, Roxanne Berglund, who will also be our MC for the event. She and her partner, Breon Morrison, they are Rocks and Soul, and they will put on an awesome set. They were at our 10th anniversary bash. Breon Morrison on guitar is just something you've got to see. They will definitely start things off with a kick. And then we get to Two Harbors ukulele group, fondly known as Thug.
Yep.
I brought 3 of them with me today.
That's what I'm talking about.
The other 25 are waiting out in the car.
Gotta keep the car warm, you know?
Yeah.
Exactly.
They are just such a treasure of the North Shore.
Amen.
Talking with Dale Moe, they do 60 gigs a year. They play at nursing homes, they play at hospitals, no charge. They do this all as a donation of their time and talent. We're just so thrilled to have them.
You go ahead, keep going.
Oh, no, you go ahead.
It's such a unique group, obviously. I mean, very, very cool. And this is exactly what local community radio is kind of all about. Touch about why that is so important. Why is community radio so important? Community radio gives the chance to give a voice to our local musicians. We have a show on Friday nights, The Beat Farm, that Leslie Black and Carl do. We give local talent an opportunity to come in and be live on the radio. It gives them experience of performing for a crowd, for a radio, and it's just a wonderful aspect of the station. Definitely. And that's literally what it's all about, the community aspect of the whole thing, all the local music. And thank you so much for joining us here today, of course. And you can get tickets ahead of the event here online at ktwh.org for $15, or you can buy them at the door for $20. It's happening at the Two Harbors High School this Sunday with doors opening at 1 o'clock. And without further ado, here's a sneak preview at some of the music that you're going to be seeing this weekend. Take it away, Two Harbors Ukulele Group.
I asked the waiter just the other day as he leaned against the counter, "What's good today?" That's when I heard him say, "You got 57 Chevys in the hot summer sun and boats on a moonlit bay. Young girls on a beach having fun on 4th of July. Hooray, you got a baby's laughter, my parents' smile, all the stars in the night. If you ask me again what's good, I'd say my life." Things look bad, I feel worse, can't stand the evening blues. Don't dwell on the bad, or ride that old horse, there's a lot of good out there for you. You got 57 Chevys, hot summer sun, boats on a moonlit bay. The young
Wasn't that awesome? A little live music here on the old airwaves. You got to love that right there. Big, huge thank you to all of our fellow Two Harbors folks for stopping by along with the event. There are all sorts of ways to enjoy the Two Harbors Ukulele Group, of course. Dale was just telling me how busy they're going to be this summer. They warmly welcome beginners into the group as well, and you can even book them for your event. You can find more information at twoharborsukulelegroup.com. And also coming up on Sunday, a couple other bands that are also going to be performing is Sophie Hiroko, along with Ross Thorne, and get this band, the Woodland Jamboree Super Big Band, Ryan.
Wow.
So they're also going to be performing this Sunday at Two Harbors High School.
I think there's some names sometimes you go, well, I gotta go see them now.
Right?
You know?
If nothing else, just to see that name and what it represents. So very exciting this weekend.
Very cool group. Very cool that they've been doing it for a while now, too.
Seriously, as long as I can remember, I mean, since I was a little kid, Thug has been performing all over Two Harbors, all over the Northland, and it's always been like 50 people in the band. It's crazy how many people do this sort of thing. Really cool.
Sounds like my microphone may have died, so I'm going to let you take away on the prompter.
That sounds good. Well, listen up. This next story right here is a beautiful one. This story is taking digital detox to a new level. I haven't read this yet. Now, one of the nation's top universities is diving headfirst into figuring out how to help not just students step back from their phones a little more every single day. Jared Hill reports from New York.
Always curious about like what are coloring books, and board games.
If you snapped her card.
Some of the newest tools for students at one of the nation's most prestigious universities.
Just because we're no longer in middle school or elementary school, doesn't mean we don't need our recess time.
Fun is serious business for Grant Callahan, a founder of the Human Connection Club at New York University. This spring, the group guided the school toward opening a new lounge free of screens and devices.
A designated space where it's okay to not be on your phone, it's okay to not study, and really just talk and connect to the person next to you.
Our phones have become our third arm.
Senior Hannah Swartz says for her, the attachment started trying to keep up with friends during the pandemic.
We're kind of waking up and seeing that that's not real connection, but because we've learned how to do it through social media, we kind of don't necessarily have the skills to do it elsewhere.
NYU is even taking the initiative
Congratulations on being a device-free classroom.
Into the classroom when it makes sense.
I thought it would allow us to connect.
Christy Patton, an NYU professor and counselor to the university's president, says it's not a phone ban, but an exploration.
The students will tell you, listen, if the professor's up there showing a PowerPoint, we're on our computers, we're all doing something else.
More Americans are trying to intentionally step away from their devices, and a recent survey suggests Gen Z is leading the charge. About 63% say that they're carving out screen-free time in their day.
But with toys and Play-Doh sprinkled across this collegiate space, some critics have dubbed it daycare for adult students. A moniker Callahan is embracing.
I'd rather be the person that tries to solve the problem and, yeah, there's some silly things that go on, rather than acknowledging that there is a problem and not doing anything about it.
Unplugging to power up new connections. Jared Hill, CBS News, New York.
I like that. You don't need Wi-Fi to make a connection.
I like that a lot. I'm all for the unplugging, definitely. I find myself just constantly on Facebook for no reason. I'm not getting anything out of it, I just keep scrolling. It's like is that called a doom scroll?
I think it might be called an addiction.
And also could be, honestly, YouTube and Facebook, it's like, get off the phone. And then when I'm off the phone, all of a sudden my brain's like, there's nothing to do. What the heck is up with that, I don't know. It's crazy.
Our attention's being taken.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Well, hopefully you're paying attention to what this next story is involving. Pop-Tarts fans, get ready to be stuffed. Sounds like Pop-Tarts out with new pastries with 50% more filling called Pop-Tarts Super Stuffed with one of those flavors exclusively at Walmart.
Well, stuff me with one of those super stuffed Pop-Tarts.
Call me a hunkle and stuff me with a Pop-Tart. We'll see you in a bit.
Welcome back, folks. When we see you again next week, still a couple of hunkles right here.
Hey.
We probably won't have the shirt, but we're going to have it at home, of course. Our blindfold takes us to a back room here at the Northern News Now TV station. Our executive producer, Ben Reed, brings us into the darkness, pitting us against each other online. So, it's quite the mysterious blindfold.
Yeah, we're trying to keep a little mystery.
Yeah.
A little intrigue.
It's called a tease, folks. You want to get sucked in here a little bit. Stuff yourself with a Pop-Tart.
We're not just a couple of, physically attractive uncles. We got some brains, too.
We're mentally attractive, too. Yeah. I don't know how that works.
That's at least what Mary says. Before we go today, enjoy your weekend out there. We'll end things today with a little nature video that I took from Duluth-Lester Park area. Also, if you haven't had a chance to visit Brighton Beach lately since it reopened to the public, it is absolutely gorgeous down there. Mary and I took a run. We saw all sorts of little doggos the other night, and it's certainly nice to see people emerging from our winter and celebrating the spring, especially with some boats I saw out on Lake Superior doing some fishing.
Seriously, I know you were saying that's a huge sign of spring right there is when you see the actual fishing boats out there, the little Lunds or whatever, It's a sign that it's coming very quick here, spring and then summer,
Especially when there's still ice, close to the harbor, too.
It's got to be careful out there for sure, my gosh. Thank you so much for joining us here today. We love you so much.
Yeah, we'll catch you on Monday. We hope you have an awesome weekend.
Find some time to throw a line or just head outside to unwind. That's the life in the great North Woods. Hike or bike, whatever you like. Get out in the day, enjoy the night. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, this is Northern Life.